In today's video, I would like to share with you what I do in order to connect to my heart space and how I developed my intuition, how I listen to it, how I use it as a guidance when I have to make important decisions, when I have to move forward in life. Many people don't know how to harness that inner wisdom, and many people have a hard time to listen to that inner voice. And many of them don't even know what it means to have that intuition, to have that inner guidance. And there's this misbelief about intuition that only certain people have access to it. Certain people have that magical ability that can help people to know the future, to know what's going to happen. But in reality, we all have that access to that inner wisdom. We all have the ability. We just don't know how to utilize it. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Evelyn Barta, and on this channel, I talk about everything that is related to spirituality, mindset, and living from the heart. In our world and in our society, every single person has an opinion about everything. So there's no single person in the world that doesn't have a subjective perception of their reality. We have been conditioned as a collective since we were children to listen to what other people consider to be right, to what society considers to be right, and we have adopted the world's way of thinking instead of just listening to our inner voice, inner guidance. So as a result, our inner voice and our intuition has been suppressed. Slowly but surely it has been silenced, and it wasn't allowed to express itself. And that is the reason why so many adults are not even aware with the fact that they have a guidance system that they can rely on, that they have intuition. And people think that the highest faculty of a person is intellect and is logic, and that can solve any problem. Now, let me tell you that many of my problems in life and almost all my issues were rooted in the fact that I did ignore that inner voice, that I didn't listen to my intuition, and instead of just relying on my inner guidance, I listened to what other people were telling me and what society was expecting me to do, because I considered that that is the right way, that is the way to success. They know it better than me. That was the reason why I felt so many times disempowered in my career, in my personal life as well, because I was ignoring what my feelings were telling me, what my intuition was telling me. When you don't listen to your inner guidance, you're in self-denial. Simple as that. Listening to your intuition simply means paying attention to your feelings and your emotions. I always say on my channel that your emotions are your inner compass. Through your emotions, source energy, the supreme power, God or your higher self or whatever you call it, is trying to communicate with you. And you can access that wisdom and information by tuning into your heart space. So how I do that? I go into meditation and I start to focus on my heart space. And then I visualize a white light that is bringing my mind and my heart into alignment, into coherence, so they can speak the same language. And then I visualize a green light that is the color of the heart chakra that is enveloping my heart and my heart space. And then I start focusing on my breathing. And then I visualize that my heart is doing the breathing for me. So basically I breathe in and out from my heart instead of my nose. By doing this meditation exercise, you bring in alignment your head space with your heart space, so they can speak the same language, they can work together, they can cooperate. I have already talked in one of my videos about the importance of setting intentions. They can be very powerful, and just by setting the intention that when you come out of this meditation, you will have all the answers that you're looking for, is going to give you the answer. Also realize that every question that you're asking already has the answers as well within itself. These intuitive messages will come from different sources and in different forms. Sometimes it will come in distorted forms, so to speak, as well. When you have a negative feeling, a negative emotion about a situation or about a person, it's important to know that you should not suppress that feeling. You should not judge, try to change it or to identify with it either. Just be the observer of it, because it carries an important information about what is your truth in that moment. I always had this intuitive guidance, this gut feeling about people in my past, I remember. And I knew that if I dig deeper into the situation, I will find out certain things that will really hurt me about the person. And instead of just listening to my gut feeling, I ignored it. And I was trying to override it with my mind that no, this is This is something that I'm only imagining. I was gaslighting myself. The truth is that sometimes fear can cause the distortion in our minds and can make us to feel in a negative way towards a situation or a person. And it's very easy to confuse intuition with fear. Sometimes we feel negative about a situation because we had a negative experience with a similar situation in the past. But the idea is that it doesn't matter if it's fear or intuition what is talking. We have to check with that feeling, no matter what the source of it is, because it holds a very important information about what our truth is in that moment, an information about what we have to still work on. If something keeps arising and arising in you, it might be fear and it might be based on your past experiences, but you have to check with it. Why is that feeling coming up? What is trying to tell me? The person or the job or whatever it is might not be good energetically for me, or they might hide something from me. They might not express their true self to me. And my inner guidance is trying to warn me to pay attention to this situation, because I might have to repeat something that I've been already through in the past, and I don't need that lesson anymore. I don't need that pain anymore. Your feelings are valid, and I cannot stress enough on how important it is to honor our feelings. They are valid. They hold important information. Your intuition wants what is the best for you. I keep saying that. And the more you repeat the exercise, the more you are doing that, the more you're going to operate from your heart space, and the more aligned you will get with your intuition and with your direction in life. And don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen overnight to start to be aware with what your inner guidance is trying to tell you. It's a process, and sometimes we have been suppressing the inner voice for such a long time that it becomes automatic to rely on our logic and headspace all the time and on other people's opinion. So give yourself time to do that. And also surround yourself with people that are encouraging you to listen to your inner voice, and people that don't ignore your inner voice, people that don't try to force on you their opinions. And another advice, if I can give you, is to pay attention to the food that you are eating, because the energetic vibration of the food that you are consuming can really affect and influence your intuitive abilities. I have cut out red meat from my diet now completely, and I feel much more intuitive ever since. But I talk about this in more detail in my video called How to Raise Your Vibration to Manifest. Check out that video if you want more information about that. So guys, learning how to listen to our inner voice and intuition, it's so crucial if we want to have a life that is authentic, that is genuine. We have all hit already in life rock bottom. We have been all through many challenges, and you can free yourself from your past traumas, knowing that if something has been in a certain way in the past, it doesn't need to be in that way in your present and in your future. Let your inner voice and your intuition guide you through that healing process. The guidance is always there for you. It's always available to you whenever you are needing it. Pay attention to the guidance. Pay attention to symbols, to synchronicities, to your dreams, to conversations with people, to the nudges from the universe that might make you to open your laptop and just go on YouTube, and maybe a video is gonna come up on your feed that is holding valuable information. So don't disregard anything, because nothing is random and nothing is just a coincidence. Thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips and this information was helpful for you and useful as well. To see more information like this in the future, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel, and you're more than welcome to follow me on social media as well, on my Instagram, where I share more related content and I share more personal stuff as well. I appreciate you as always. Stay true to yourself. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in my next video.